Humans have inhabited the Iberian Peninsula, modern-day Spain and Portugal, for at least 35,000 years. For centuries, groups like the Iberians and the Celts lived in independent settlements, but that changed around 200 BC, after a war between the Roman Empire and Carthage left Hispania a Roman province. After centuries of revolt from natives, war with Carthage, and insurgents from power-hungry Roman generals, Hispania fell to Germanic invaders in the 5th century AD, ending Roman rule in Spain. In 711 AD, General Tariq bin Ziyad defeated the Visigoths, claiming Spain for the growing Muslim Empire. During its time in the Muslim Empire, Spain, or Al-Andalus as it was called, experienced a golden age. Libraries, colleges, paved streets, and public baths were built. Compared with the rest of Dark Age Europe, Al-Andalus was a beacon of progress. Jews, Christians, and Muslims lived and worked together, making this a period of relative tolerance. But by the end of the 11th century, the Islamic Empire had splintered into several kingdoms and states. Christians took advantage of this instability in the Reconquista, a series of wars fought between Christians and Muslims for control of Al-Andalus. The Christian conquest was complete in 1492 when the fall of Granada marked the end of Muslim rule in Spain. In 1469, King Ferdinand II of Aragon and Queen Isabella of Castile married, uniting the two Christian kingdoms. Fearing a re-emergence of Muslim rule, they tried to stamp out Judaism and Islam. Non-Christians were given the choice of exile or conversion. In 1478, they went further still, launching the Spanish Inquisition, which was authorized by the Pope. Animosity towards Jews rose, due in part to a popular theory that the Black Plague was a conspiracy by Jews to kill Christians. The Inquisition sought out false converts, people suspected of converting publicly while still practicing non-Christian rituals privately. The Supreme Council of the Inquisition was set up to hear and try cases. Secrecy, anonymous tips, use of torture, and confiscation of property led to an atmosphere of panic. There are no exact numbers, but scholars believe around 3,000 people were killed during the Inquisition. Isabella and Ferdinand also supported Columbus's expedition to the New World. Though Isabella offered only limited financial support, her approval of the expedition legitimized Columbus and launched Spain's empire. Columbus's journey kick-started Spanish exploration. In the New World, Spain hoped to spread Christianity, find gold and silver, and achieve world domination. Spain financed a long line of explorers, including Hernando Cortés, who conquered the Aztec in 1521, and Francisco Pizarro, who conquered the Inca in 1533. Conquering the Americas was made easier for the Spanish by the diseases they brought, including smallpox, scarlet fever, diphtheria, and measles. Disease, combined with superior weaponry, led to a devastation of the native population. The surviving native Incans and Aztecs were forced to work in either large agricultural complexes or dangerous silver mines for little to no pay. Mines in the Americas produced more than 150,000 tons of silver from 1500 to 1900, making Spain the wealthiest country in Europe. But the influx of so much silver led to inflation and the economy stagnated. In the 16th century, tensions mounted between Spain and England, who was also building its empire. These tensions came to a head in 1588 when the British Navy met the Spanish Armada, Spain's supposedly invincible naval fleet. Spain was brutally defeated, marking the beginning of the end for Spain's once powerful empire. The bad news kept coming throughout the 1800s when colonies began to declare independence. After losing the Spanish-American War, Spain gave up control of Cuba, Guam, the Philippines, and Puerto Rico. The monarchy was also struggling. Following World War I, King Alfonso XIII was challenged by people pushing for a more citizen-run government. After years of instability and a failed war in Morocco, King Alfonso fled to Rome, marking the end of absolute monarchy in Spain. Nationalists and Republicans vied to fill the hole left by the fall of the monarchy. The Nationalists were mostly Roman Catholics and included generals, landowners, and businessmen. The Republicans were urban workers, farmers, and much of the middle class. Between 1936 and 1939, the two groups engaged in a bloody civil war. The Nationalists got support from Germany, meaning Hitler, and Italy, meaning Mussolini. Joseph Stalin, premier of the Soviet Union, was worried about the spread of fascism and thus supported the Republicans. In the end, the Nationalists won the war, led by General Francisco Franco, who ruled as dictator of Spain until his death in 1975.
Created using Powtoon.